Are you listening?
Ooh, that last part got me.
Yeah. So that's not the original cut. That's like the second cut.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently a lot of people didn't really like the original song I had in it, which I was a fan of, and I still like it. But then I showed the wife the video, and she's like, "That song is too rough for the morning, and too rough." She's like, "No, not." She's like, "I see why people don't like it." She's like, "It needs to be changed." So I'm like, "Okay, let's work on this together."
Love the intro though. That was awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, it was like it was a lot of work. Like that was just 3 songs kind of put together, and you kind of don't. It works so well, you kind of don't notice. But yeah, good morning. Right.
Good morning.
Love the energy down there. You know, Ella, feel free to email me that energy so I can download it and have all that energy.
Hey, you got to share with me now.
It's called attention deficit hyperactive disorder. I'm sorry, I can't give it. I would give it.
Dag blanket.
Oh, look, it's Good Dude.
Hey,
Good dude.
How you guys doing?
Yeah.
This wonderful
All right.
Monday.
Yeah.
It's not too wonderful. The 49ers lost.
Oh, you mean God did create a miracle?
No,
Yeah.
no, we didn't. No, we had a day of mourning.
Mrs. Hillbilly, hello. Tanzala. Hey.
I'm going to say this. I got to see a rare glimpse of the Mrs. Hillbilly just a moment ago before we started stream. You're an amazing lady.
Yeah.
Just for the record, sending some love to you and your families.
Yeah, Mrs. Hillbilly.
Yeah.
Completely awesome.
Hello,
back to you.
Mrs. Hillbilly.
Look,
Back to you and your family. So now,
yeah, you guys are awesome. You know, the fact that you guys can join us is awesome. And the fact that we get to like in the background, we get to know each other a little bit more better, connect, become more family like. That is completely amazing.
It's
Jim
awesome.
Willis.
Yeah, Jim Willis. What's
What's up, magic people?
What you talking about, Willis?
That's what I'm talking about, Willis.
what you talking
Yeah.
about, Willis? Oh, that's funny.
We get so acquainted. We get so acquainted in the background. Like even Cookie Dude and I are like family.
Yeah, we're almost family.
Oh man.
So I forgot to message you earlier today. I do have a rant, so let me know when I'm allowed to rant for like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
You got a rant.
I got a rant.
I ran it yesterday.
Oh, so I only got one of your YouTube videos, YouTube links, last night. Like you sent me 2, but I went for the one that's gonna be more about magic. And so in chat, you can type in the chat command that I put in, and it will bring up a link to your Salmonella page.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Look at you.
It's like, what?
So Ella, I went to your Facebook page. It's still McFair, right? Darko at McFair. There's another guy there that's like McNair.
Yeah.
Is he a relative or?
Nope. That's a chosen name. I made that name up.
Okay. So yeah, I was reading your posts. I don't know if I sent you a hello or not on your Facebook. I can't remember. And I got Hillbilly's page. Him smoking corn pot. What's it? Corn cob pipes.
Okay.
All right. So really quick, let me present the screen, share the window, because it wasn't in the intro. So now I'm kind of forced to say, "Hey, there's a website called Cardsutopia where you can get sweet dice bags, dice boxes, sweet, amazing Magic the Gathering swag, and even for your D&D swag, dice bags are for D&D too, and they're really high quality. Like MTG Hillbilly will soon be able to show you the quality on his dice bag. You can get a dice bag of mine or Hillbilly's, or if Ella wanted, he can get a customized dice bag made too. It is completely awesome and really amazing. I got some product coming in, and it's going to be awesome to share with you guys because I got some dice boxes coming in. Mainly one I want to show off that's like completely cool looking, and hells yeah, it is worth the monies. I'm telling you what, the dice bags, you pay them $45, and you know $5 shipping where you live, and it's the quality of these dice bags are just worth the money 100%. So go check out cardsutopia.com.
Cardsutopia.com.
All right. So Ella said you got a rant.
Yeah, I do. I know we've been talking positive quite a bit. And we've mentioned, I know I've mentioned that I'm a budget player. And the two sets that made me join this game. I went yesterday. It finally released. I went yesterday to go pick up a pack of Doctor Who.
Ooh.
Because I didn't do my research before, and I didn't find out until I got to the store. I was just like, all right, 2 packs of Doctor Who, please. One for me, one for my son. We're going to rock those out. We're going to play with that. We'll do a pack battle, whatever, and have some fun.
Uh-huh.
And he turned to me and said $80 and change.
Oh, my God.
And my heart sunk into my belly.
Oh, $80.
Wow.
Were these collector's packs, or were these?
Well, that's all they produced is the collector's packs and the $100 decks. Like they're $99.99 for each of those decks.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Wizards of the Coast, screw you. You have just burned in a huge demographic of people. And it hurts so much to the point where my brain actually wanted to quit for a minute. And I was absolutely furious with that moment. I definitely walked away without 2 packs, without any packs of Doctor Who. Screw you, Wizards. Screw you wanting to just make that set out of not having regular packs for it. I understand the collectability. I understand all of that factor. But you literally just said, nope, Ella, you cannot play Doctor Who unless you print it. Screw you.
Screw you.
$40 per pack.
$40 with my taxes is like, let's call it $41 a pack with all taxes in.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a week's pay for me, man.
Bro.
Really?
I know collector packs are expensive, but if you're gonna do collector packs, have regular packs kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it. If like give me, I don't care. I don't want all the special cards. I just wanted some bulk. I just wanted Doctor Who cards in my hand, legitimate cards in my hand. I will never, unless I happen to win or somebody gifts me or I can make a trade, I'll never have it. And it's part of the reason why I joined this game. Lord of the Rings and Doctor Who. I said it almost every single time we've talked here. These two IPs. And one of those two is out of my fiscal ability to get. And it bugs me that companies do that. I understand they're in it for the money. I understand they're in it for their things. But come on, give everybody an opportunity. Please.
Really?
Please, Wizard. Please.
Well, couldn't you buy it at a second, like a Amazon or, somewhere like that? I know eBay's not a good place because they're pretty expensive. Everybody on eBay wants top dollar for everything, and
like on Amazon, you could probably find the packs for a little bit cheaper, but probably not by a far stretch.
Okay.
I'm looking it up right now as we speak. Ooh, nope. It's more expensive for me here on Amazon than it is for it in store. So it's
wow.
$35. So I go to GameStop with the pass or whatever, my card. I get it for 35 and change plus taxes. Right here, one collector's booster pack is $38.42. What else do we have here? 12 trading Doctor Who Rithouse series. Oh, that's a different game. That's not Magic. So the box is $377.
Mhm.
And then I have another box for $512 here on Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said the other game, my secondary market is hot freaking garbage up here. I can't even find the Doctor Who Commander decks on Amazon right now.
Ooh, that's ouchy, ouch. Like if you saved your money and saved to buy these packs, in the end, you'll still be poor.
Yeah.
That's the sad truth about that.
That's crazy.
Right.
Like,
I want to say hello, Stasis Orb.
Oh, yeah. Hello, I'm here. That's really crazy because I'm even looking it up myself because I wanted to get a little bit more insight. I didn't even know Doctor Who came out there. MTG came out with Doctor Who cards, and I'm looking here right now on Amazon. I'm on Amazon right now, and it looks like I can get a collector booster box for $237.17 right now, and that's for 12 packs. It looks like, God, that's so small. And if you were to individualize it, I guess that's about $20 a pack. So
right.
So that turns into $322 Canadian. It's $377 plus $27 shipping, and that's specifically Amazon. I have better markets like my local game store, which is not so local to me anymore because I live in bumfuck nowhere. But face to face is going to be a different price and lower. But yeah, just that quick Amazon look, it's rough, man. This whole set is out of my range.
I had no idea it cost a fortune to buy trading cards or Magic cards. Wow.
Collector packs are purposely expensive. Collector packs. Like you think the whole game's collectible, so every pack would be considered a collectible pack or a collector pack. But no, collector packs are a unique product to Magic the Gathering, and they're like the high-end, high-risk, high-reward product.
Yep.
I can get all that. I can be behind all of that. But if you're gonna force me into only two, like the fact that you only have $100 decks or $40 packs is not an acceptable release.
No, it's very cash grabby in its own right. And like my suggestion, if you save the money up for a couple packs, you should just probably buy the deck or buy a deck.
So I'm going to introduce you to my deck maker. It's the Canon Prismic or whatever, the 60 something, the one that you can refill. Yeah, there we go. That's how I'm going to go print off every single. Like last night, I was sitting there in the car leaving, and I'm like fuming, like physically mad. And I looked at my son, and I was just like, you know what? I think I'm just going to go get the deck list, print it off, and put it in a binder, and just to go, you know what I mean? Like it's. Well, come on, guys. Well, I'm actually happy again. Angering yourself.
I think the biggest thing, one of the most BS things that I've ever seen, as far as Wizards of the Coast goes, is that I think it was like the Commander's Collector's box or something like that. It was like $500 for like 4 packs or something like that. You just got 4 packs for like I think it was also like 300, but still four 15 card boosters for like $300. Are you kidding me? That's
Wow.
Yes.
considering that you couldn't even remotely come close to hitting that value per pack. Like it's ridiculous. Like 4 boosters? No way. No way.
Richie Dub says it's premium product. No,
I get premium product. I get all of that. But if you're
Right.
going to put a premium product out, allow the rest of your people to be able to buy something from it. And like that's my rant. That's it. It's over. How take it
All
as you
right.
will.
Goose Fraba.
All right. Let's clear the steam.
Oh, trust me, I understand Ella's debaclement there because as someone who can't afford a lot, it makes you feel left out where you can't enjoy the game where you want to. Wizards says engage with the product that you want to engage with, but if there's a product you want to engage with and you can't, it really sucks. It really feels bad.
So I went to my local game store's website. They're $29 for a booster pack there. So yeah, GameStop is bumping the price a little bit by $5. They're, mind you, everything is sold out except for the 42 of the booster packs. All the bundles are gone and the individuals are gone. So the set of 4 Doctor Who decks is $350. Each deck. Oh shoot! Hold on. So the Timey Wimey is $120.
Right.
The Paradox Power is $79.99. The Masters of Evil is $100, and Blast from the Past is $79.
Ew.
That's not okay, Wizards. Period. End of story. That's not okay.
Well, the pricing difference sounds like secondary market hoopla, where some decks more than the others. Like they're supposed to be around $100 a piece, or a little less. So one of them being $120, and a couple others being less is the store's trying to make money off the power level of the deck or whatever they gauge the money on.
Well, I guess the
I'm
demand meets the supply. So I mean, if they're sold out at those prices, I mean,
Right.
come on.
Right.
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure. It's crazy that up there in Canada, you always have every time I go anywhere, like I'll take Barnes and Nobles for example. I'll go and purchase a new book, and they always have like 2 prices. It'll be like the U.S. cost and then Canada's cost, and Canada's cost is always it's always more expensive. At least it looks to my eyes. I don't know how money ratios work, but like even right now, like I'm on Amazon still. I'm looking up all the Doctor Who commander decks. They're like $55 to $60 a commander deck, and the fact that you have to pay what $100 per, like that's ridiculous.
You said $237 and change for something earlier. I converted that to Canadian.
For the booster pack or the box, the booster box.
That is $322.67.
That's ridiculous.
Just
man.
dollar for dollar.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
But isn't like the Canadian dollar 80 cents to the American dollar?
Approximately.
Yeah. So it's like
one
20%.
one Canadian dollar is 73 cents US.
Wow. So yeah, that's like when I went to Australia.
Not only is that like it's like not only is your value of your money less in our country, but you also have to pay more on top of that. Like that's crazy.
It's complete utter BS.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, shame on Wizards for, I mean, that's ridiculous for,
Well-
I don't know. I'm speechless.
Well, I'm not taking up for wizards or anything, but it's the dollar value.
That has a major factor to it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here to quantify the dollar value a little bit, what is your minimum wage? I know each
$15.
state $15.
It varies
Yeah.
on state.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm aware it varies, but like
Yeah.
where you're at, so cookies.
Where I'm at is 725.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. Tortoise, what are you at?
Well, our average rate in our state is like $15.
Okay, that's about right. We're about $15 as well.
Around
that's
around $20 here.
That's what's in California.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in California. I know California's minimum wage is like 18. I think it's $18
Yeah.
an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but your cost of living is 2.6 million.
Yeah.
It's $7.25 in Iowa, but you're not going to find a lot of jobs offering $7.25 in a market with $15 values.
No, that's the thing too. Like, as well as like, even like, let me take McDonald's for example. That's like a very common one to put up, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go flip burgers," and get paid $7.25 an hour for that. That they don't do that anymore. I think the market has kind of realized that you can't you can't live off of $7.25, right? And
Right.
they realize, I think like companies like McDonald's and such have moved on from like, yeah, we'll be a first startup job, but we'll also want people to stick around because we just don't want a high turnaround rate. So
Right.
they offering like out here, they're offering, I think, startup pay for like any fast food joint right now is average, I think, like $13 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Look, James, not to debacle you, but like I don't think the minimum wage in text has changed like on paper for the state. But you can get a job at McDonald's for like making $12 to $15 an hour for beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, minimum wage is $7.25 here in Indiana.
There's some jobs here that's offered $20 an hour.
Right. So
Yeah,
But-
it's in the reason as well as it's like it's like inflation has really been a big thing. I don't know if you got. I mean, obviously, everyone here in the States knows. Like, we know that the cost of food right now is ridiculous right now.
yeah.
It's so expensive. Like when I was I brought this up the other day, actually. It was really funny. When I was roommating with Darc years ago, right after I graduated Job Corps, I remember going to the grocery store, spending like $150, and I would be able to fill up my whole fridge. I'd fill up the entire fridge. Now I go to the store, spend $150, I get maybe a shelf.
Yeah.
If I'm lucky.
Yeah.
Well,
That'll be.
I mean, I've noticed the prices have been dropping a little bit. The only thing that's up is the beef and the pork. I mean, that's
No, there's
way
a lot going up.
ridiculous.
We notice a lot's going up in general because our food bill has gone up from from like 200-300 to like 400 or 500.
Wow, that's a lot of food.
No, it's not.
$500.
It's really, at least, like, okay, so like I live in a very, very small town, and the job that I do, I work at the local grocery store. It's been here for like 60 plus years. I'm seeing the cost of like this food, especially for us, it's been crazy. Like, for example, grapes. I couldn't believe the price. Like, the price of grapes at my store right now are $4.70 a pound.
Ouch!
$4.70 a pound.
Ouch!
A guy got a bag of grapes the other day. It came out. It was like 2 point something pounds, and he paid like almost $9 for it. I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. That's crazy, dude. I would never pay.
I think it's about $3 here.
Yeah, it's about $2.99 in Nevada. It's a little more here in where I live. So we just go to Nevada to buy everything because it's a lot cheaper.
That makes sense.
I mean, we spend $10 on gas to get there, but the food at the market that we go to is really, really good prices, except for the meat. I don't know why the meat is so high. I mean, I'm not going to spend $30 on a steak. Sorry, you know.
No, that's fair. I bought a 3-pack of New York strip from Sam's Club in town, and how much was it? I think it was almost like 50, almost $60.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
lot.
3
so
steaks.
your strip loin is your New York strips cut in half. You pay the $70 for the strip loin and take 20 minutes to cut steaks. You will save yourself $1 million.
Oh, yeah,
I'm throwing numbers out there.
yeah, exactly. Like it's funny because like people buy like the chicken breasts
Yeah,
when you could just buy the
I gotta
whole
take care of
chicken and just
something. I'll be
cut it yourself,
yeah. That's
and
sometimes
it'll
we
be
do that.
way cheaper.
You know,
Good.
I wanted to buy a brisket, and it was $100 for a brisket. So
Yeah,
I didn't buy it. You know, I get it. I mean, our grocery store here is, you know, it's really expensive because I live in a little tiny town up in Northern California, and you know, we do have a Dollar General here, which helps cost off. But Dollar General is, you know, the products are, I think they're second buys or something. They're not.
for sure.
I think they're rejects from the big markets because they're not perfect. You know, but
Quick question, Salmonella.
Hello.
Hey, quick question. What's your ability to trade for cards that you want? Do you have any kind of groups that you can trade with? I know you were saying earlier that it was hard to get them and so on.
The short and long answer is yes and no. I do have Discord servers. I do once a month. I live like 45 minutes, or sorry, 27 minutes out of the closest town to me. And then the major play area is, or like my major play space is another hour and 30 to another hour and 40, like almost an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes to get to a good LGS.
Okay.
So
Hey,
play it.
everybody. I was trying to introduce Tabal earlier, but hey, we got Tabal in the house. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? Thank you for
Welcome to Ball.
thanks for having me. I wish I could have been here for yesterday's discussion. Got a chance to catch it afterwards on YouTube, but thank you for having me here and stuff.
Yep.
Man, I know that it sucks for not being able to get the cards that you want, but also I guess I have a follow-up question to that, which is, have you made trades before, and how does that go? Because I've never really traded cards. That's been one of my problems. I mean, well, it's my choice and my problem. I've only ever played with the cards that I have, and I've only ever I've never gotten to the trading part of this game.
So for me, I do it in two different ways. One, there are certain people that want a dollar for dollar value. They're going to pull up their app. They're going to look at the value of the card. They're like, "Oh, I want Miram. I want that Miram that you have." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." That person will pull up the card, and Miram's worth $3. All right, cool. I think I want that one. Oh, that's worth $4. How about this card instead? You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that goes on. I don't like that personally. Sometimes when you're trading bigger, heavier cards, it's necessary. But I do a lot of kitty trading. The lack of a better term is we trade versus what we want. Oh man, I wanted that Greater Hoof Behemoth. Oh man, I really wanted that doubling season you have. Cool.
Right.
Done. Here's your card. Here's my card. Thank you very much. I like to do it that way personally.
Wow. Yeah, my trading aspect, I like to trade money for money, but I give a lot of wiggle room where I'll trade up or down if I'm at a loss or not, varying on, because like usually I just go for the cards I want and I try to get most of the value I can get. but I'm willing to lose value in a trade if it's getting me the cards I want, and I'm willing to give more value to the person if I'm still getting the cards I want, because in the end, it's the play pieces I want over the value of the cards. The value of the cards just say, hey, here's how much you can get in value. That's all I care about, is try to fulfill how much I can get, but being lovely
to get the play pieces you need.
Yeah, I love getting play pieces.
Right.
I love upgrading my decks. So you got to be flexible, because the truth is the value of a card is only as valuable as the person who wants it.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, I dabbled in. I absolutely have been all over the trade scene for a very, very long time. You can ask Derek. I've traded. I was always one of those value traders, so I would only trade, if you had value, and I'm not. It's just another way to trade cards. So if I have a $30 card, you have a $30 card. I'm gonna try and like. I don't know. I'm a trade up person, I guess. Or I used to be. I don't trade as much anymore because I don't play Paper Magic as much anymore. But back when I used to trade, I would trade for, like, let's say you had a $30 card, I had a $30 card, you wanted to trade straight across. I'd want something a little bit sweeter. So I'd be like, hey, throw in this $2 card or throw in this $1 card, and we'll call it good. That's just how I used to trade. And because me and my friends used to do competitions, and Derek's aware of these. They're called trade up competitions with friends, where we would take we'd all start with like a $5 card, and we go to a big Magic tournament or Magic event, and we'll see what we can turn our card into, and see what we can trade up to, and we would do this throughout the whole weekend. At the end of the weekend would show, what we traded up to. I had a good friend named James. He was insanely better at it than I was, because I remember we all started with a $5 card, and at the end of the weekend he got not only like a bunch of like $7-8 cards, he got a binder included. He was like, I'll trade you for this and your binder. He's like, okay, deal. And he got a binder out of it. And so it was really crazy to see that he got all this value off of just this $10 card. But that just trading is very different, because everybody's different with how they want to do it. Like I met people that would give me I would trade them like 20 bulk dollar rares for a $20 card. And they're okay with that. They're like, sweet, I got all these cards and I'm going to use them for all these decks or whatever and whatnot. And then you have people that want to trade like value for value. So it varies. It just depends on how you want to do your trading. That's pretty much.
Trading is very subjective, is what you mean.
Yes, it is.
Person to person.
I'm that guy who would trade bulk for one card.
I'll do that too. That many cards over that one little piece of cardboard can be like amazing, because that's more opportunities to build decks or something.
Exactly. Yeah. Especially if they're all cards going into one deck, right? You're like, oh, I got to build a deck with this card.
It's like when I ever get a chance to, like, every once in a while, the wife will be like, hey, is there any cards you want? And she'll be like, I'll give you say $50 to spend on cards. And instead of going for that one big card I want, I'll go through this roster of like all these 20-cent cards and stuff to push to see how much mailing I can get in a package shipped to me, just because they're really good cards. Or one of my favorite things to do now is look for the cheap alternate arts, the full arts, different frames that are cheap, because they're very cheap now. I'll try to go through and upgrade the cube just by aesthetics alone.
Oh, for sure. I think that's crazy, because alternate arts, like, it's another Wizards of the Coast move to saturate the the market full of alternate arts. Like, oh, it's an alternate art. Yeah, but there's a billion of them out there.
Yeah, when everything's an alternate and stuff, like that actually doesn't even help me, because like now I don't know what the card does. I have to look it up and say, wait, what is that? Oh, this is that same card. That can be tough to find that. But I'm coming in late. So what is today's topic?
Well, all right. So we haven't got to today's topic because Ella started the rant that kind of actually
went on a tangent. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's fine. The tangent's fine. Like it's fine, because you know what? This is something that I'm for. Especially when I agree with Ella. that product, the rent is too damn high.
Yep.
Yeah, we like cheaper cards and stuff, and we understand there's a economy of cards and whatnot, and to understand how Canada prices differently compared to us, with the exchange rate. But like, Ellis shouldn't be in a spot where he has to feel bad for missing out on a product like this. There should have been like a supplementary draft pack or something like that to go along, coincide with the set, so people like us who are lower budget had a chance to get in and grab.
Absolutely.
But now Ella's gonna have to get in his time machine, go back in time, make some different choices, and come back a millionaire and be able to play Magic.
Yes.
That's funny.
Anyways, all right. So yeah, back to the topic. So yeah,
Let's
go ahead.
define the topic.
Let's define the topic. Well, first of all, the topic is how do we become better MTG YouTubers? That's what I want to discuss, and that's what we was kind of discussing yesterday. And with that, we go. That's so awesome. We're 40 minutes in the show, and we're finally actually touching the topic of the show. But that's cool. That's cool. We had a really good. I feel like it was a fire conversation. Like, hot.
Thank you guys for letting me get that off my chest. It did actually help me out.
That's good. This is what it's for. It's for you to say good, say bad.
So the topic of today is how to become better MTG Magic the Gathering YouTubers, right? Because I've been going through a lot, and yesterday was a big conversation about trying to involve the community, and I think we can do some things like that to produce better content. Yeah. Better content, better experience, because that's what I care about, is trying to get an experience out for the viewers. Like today, we went on a rant, but it was a rant I agreed with, and I think for some people out there who are like completely all about the value of cards, they get to see someone be like, well, I don't mind the value of the cards, but the product is just too expensive, right? So topical, that was pretty helpful for somebody out there. And with the defining of the topic of today, this is it's kind of open for me because it's all opinionated, but at the same time, I want to know what kind of research and stuff you guys have got into that you've been looking into to improve the quality of your show. Like, for example, my show, my budget is like $0. I got this laptop that was donated to me. This costs money. This microphone right here, was donated to me. That costs money, but everything else I do costs $0, from my graphics to my thumbnails to my streaming. Everybody shows up on the show. I'm sorry, but I'm too broke to pay you. You're gonna have to you're gonna have to eat ramen noodles again this week.
Dang, blanket, I want some money.
Right?
Blanket.
But
we do it out of love.
Right. So we try to, so people like me and people who work on a budget of $0 really have to work hard to try to improve the quality of our shows. And we want to know what makes us better Magic Gathering content creators, because money doesn't buy entertainment in YouTube. Money can enhance your entertainment value by being able to do like some cool effects or hiring a team of people, but there are certain things that are just not money. Like your personality is not money. No one's paying for your personality. No one's paying for your opinion. You're not paying money for your opinion unless you're actually doing a review on something that you paid money for. There's a lot that goes into it, and I want to know what you guys think, because I know Tabalt down here has done a lot of like little sketchy things, like sketches, not sketchy,
I was going to
and
say,
little
wait a minute. I'm
has,
legit, I swear. I
has like
swear.
a pretty nifty program to like kind of edit shorts and stuff. And I've seen some of his editing skills, and I know for a fact that he doesn't like, he's probably paid money for some of the programs, probably, but like I know he doesn't like pay someone to do it for him. He does it himself. Like he
No.
was excited one day when he just had a little graphic of holding a card, and the card had like a moving image on it.
Yeah, luckily for me, it's been a culmination of all the skills that I've had. I used to work in a photo lab for a number of years, and I did a lot of Photoshop. So that is something that I do pay for. I do have that. I have that ability, but I'm finding just as many, or maybe even just as powerful tools on there that are available for free. And so I've started looking more into that. But the biggest thing that I've done to get better or do more is to expand my, well, I don't have a reach, but listen to more of the community, to make more of an effort to connect with other different content creators. And if a slight tangent in the fact that, so I also do sleight of hand magic and stuff. And so one of the people that I like is Max Maven, and he was given the example here of, they talked to him. An amateur magician went up to him, talked to him, said, what do I do to get better at magic? And Max Maven's answer was to read. And the guy said, oh, okay, well, what should I read? Should I read, books or on how to do it? And he's like, no, just read, just expand your knowledge base, and you're going to find new and exciting things to add. And I think that applies to magic too. The more variety that you have in magic, the better it is. And the biggest thing that's helped me lately get excited about magic again is my wife, who didn't really know anything about magic. I mean, obviously we've been together for a number of years. She's been around at ancillary, on the side here and stuff, but she's got more into it. And so she's asking me questions. And I think that's one of the things about having Corgi Dude here, is having somebody that's on the outside, or mostly on the outside of magic, to ask those simple questions to us to get us excited about what first got us into the game.
Right,
So I think that's helpful. And having you guys here as a different player, different types of magic, I think all of those things work together to make you, whoever you are, creator, have better content if you take into those other viewpoints and maybe touch on them. Maybe you don't want to go all into standard and how standard plays and what happens with it, but if you get an idea from somebody else that's deep into it, you can take that and incorporate that and maybe get excited about, how to play that or how to do a deck tech or something like that.
Oh yeah, get excited for sure.
Well, I got dropped out for a few minutes, so I'll see you a little bit. All right.
Sounds good.
But I'll be listening.
All right.
Awesome. So if you don't mind, I would like to respond to your statement there.
He's going to retort. All right, everybody, get close.
I think I'm going to add my my moment in that. I'm a brand new streamer. I did one official stream. I've done a couple. I'm a drag queen on doing other things. So I've done a couple makeup tutorials, or not make tutorials, but like applications on stream before. But I've always wanted to do this kind of stuff. I love it. I love talking to people. I love playing games. So I just wanted to be able to do this in general. My sons wanted to do it. We finally found the ability to do it. And then I found something that I felt passionate enough about to actually jump into it. And places like Tortoise and a few other channels that have welcomed me and I've played games with or whatnot, has given me the touch and the feel of what it's like without being behind all right, going live with my name, which made it a little bit more easy for me to slowly step my way up to my stream, and gave me the confidence to get to where I have started. I have a stream tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. No,
Nice.
Wednesday, I think. And now I'm excited. It's still fresh. It's still new. But I've also learned from me just being here and having the technical difficulties of my internet not working for you guys. And then all of a sudden, my internet didn't want to work for me on my stream, so it was really laggy. So I didn't realize how much processes my computers was running. So these other side streams help the mainstream that help working with other people help me get better, or at least have a foot in my door to understand what's going wrong with my stream. If I didn't have any of these people, when my stream went off and people were like, "Yo, you're lagging, you're doing this," nobody would have said anything. Nobody has ever said anything in my stream. So like it's been beneficial to join the community first.
Yeah, we don't. We definitely don't do this alone. Even when we're doing this, it feels like we're doing it alone and with no money or whatever. There's resources out there, and it's I don't know. It's kind of like Hogwarts. You know, if you ask for help, it's going to be there for you. So that's all you got to do for the most part. At least that's been my experience with the Magic community.
Right.
When I ask for something, there's always somebody there to help you, back you up, and support you and stuff. So that's something we all need to remember as Magic creators.
Right. We're a little far into this, but still. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, now we can talk about this topic.
Right. So we were just like defining the topic, discuss talking. I made those things. There's a lot of free resources, and one thing about being a budget user is you, in order to be more successful at it, you got to put your heart and love into it for sure. Yes. Like you know, you like the quality will show in the work. People will see how much you love the product, the content you make, and people enjoy that. You know, like my stuff looks very budgety, but I know where a lot of free things are. Like I know panzoid.com for intros, and I know how to edit. That's like my strongest suit, is knowing how to edit, because I smash different things together a lot. And but then having to edit videos, when I do edit videos, people love it. People love people can tell when you have fun with making your content, beyond having your struggles. People see when you're struggling. Like there's sometimes I'll get a call from a certain subscriber after a live sometimes, and they see I'm struggling and I'm trying to hide it, and they'll be like, "Hey, are you okay?" They'll be calling, but "Are you okay? I saw how you're acting." I'm like, "Well, I'm okay. It's just, this is how I was feeling." So you know, people really understand and see how much you love and enjoy the process.
Yep.
Absolutely. One other thing I'm going to say about, and it was in yesterday's show, you kind of talked about or whatever, about talking about having a mission statement, and a creed and so on. I'm like I said, I'm bringing this up off the cuff and stuff, but I think maybe I'm including myself in this too. Maybe we need to work together as a group to put up a resource page, or not necessarily put up a page, but maybe include those in the show notes or somewhere or whatever. If we're going to help other content creators too, maybe we could all list any free programs or anything that we have. That's just an idea. I don't know.
Oh no, that's not a bad idea. But there's there's multiple times I'll show out Inkscape and GIMP and all the free programs I use because they're free.
Right.
But the only thing it requires is your skill, you know, and there are some people who are not skilled, but there are people who can learn the process. I mean, there's like Inkscape has amazing tutorials on YouTube. If you can sit through like a 30-40 minute video, you can learn some pretty amazing shit with that program. GIMP is pretty much a free version of Photoshop. Inkscape and GIMP are like watered down versions of Illustrator and Photoshop, but they're very powerful programs. Like the more I've learned about them, the more impressed I've been with them for being free programs. Holy cow.
Absolutely. And another thing that I'm going to add to at this point, though, is even if you don't have all the bells and whistles, that doesn't matter. Your important thing is to jump in with both feet and try it and do it. I just went back yesterday and I looked at some of my original videos, and while they had all kinds of intros and this and that or whatever, like they sucked. But I've gotten better since then. So and a lot of people don't care if you're talking about a topic that people like. If it's something that's people are interested in, they're going to come and find you. They're going to, you know what I mean? It's going to take time. It's going to take time, but it will come. And you just got to stay excited and pumped and have a good community behind you to help you. That's the most important thing.
Oh yeah, and it's fun to see your evolution too. Because like if you were to go back and watch all my videos, which I'm not saying to do because that's a shit ton of videos, but like if you went back to when I started being YouTube, I was all information, all graphics. Then there was a moment where I went into memes for entertainment, and somehow I've grown to mix both some education and entertainment, then ended up going to entertainment with value, with some value, right? Like there's a whole evolution that you can see of myself, and you can see where I've changed, where now I can talk very comfortable and very live-like on live, or back in the day when you listen to me, I'm like super slow. I suck at talking, and it's very embarrassing. Like I've went back and realized how much I've improved. And the point is what I'm getting on is like what Balt says, you got to get your feet down and running. You got to get your feet down, got to get them wet in the process, and just start exercising those skills that you want to get better at, and do it in your own fashion. Like the way I improve myself is I'll get hyper focused on one aspect. Like one time it was perfecting my video editing. Then it went to my thumbnails. Now it's on my titles. Now it's on my community, So like I do it one at a time, one step at a time. Yeah. And I focus on it. And steps. Right. And every time I do something and focus on something like that, I can see the improvement in my videos. I can see the improvement in my community building. I can see it in my subscriber bases and my viewer retention.
Yes.
One question I ask myself when I start up my live, I ask myself this every day. How can I be entertained? Entertaining? How can I make people enjoy watching? How can I make people laugh? I enjoy making people laugh. I figured if I can make people laugh at me, then they'll probably stick around and say, all right, this person makes me laugh. What else are they going to do?
Absolutely. They'll if it's self-deprecating, if you're not taking yourself too seriously, that really comes through and can be more entertaining to watch that way for sure.
Yeah, well, with that line of thought, the only thing I would add to that is don't only ask how do you make people laugh. Ask yourself what value do I give to people, and how do I see that? Because when you're deck building, people are learning from you.
Yeah.
When you're playing these decks after explaining the decks, putting them together, people are learning to see how this deck works. You're adding value. You just want to know it. You want to see it, and you want to bring your entertainment value to it. You want to make jokes, but don't forget you have value in what you do.
Right.
And that goes into your community building, because that's why your subscribers are climbing up, is because you give value. I think it's time you start recognizing that value personally.
Indeed.
Like Ella.
Yeah.
Like Ella doesn't realize he adds value to like this show. Like Ella doesn't realize the value he adds to the show, right? Like he has an interesting perspective, like Coogie Dude. He has real thoughts and opinions, and everything he says is recorded online. Like everything we talk about is recorded online, obviously. But everything he adds is value, right? And when he starts his own channel, he's not only got some of this garnered experience, and he's going to definitely go into a journey experiences, but he adds value as well. And you got to recognize that you have value, and your value is worth something. That's why
value does go along with it, but I'm also trying to be entertained.
Well, no one's telling you not to.
Right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying you need to realize and keep in your heart that you bring value. I mean, think about this. I totally just made this up in my head right now. If you didn't bring value to your show, what's the point of working up being monetized, right?
Right.
Your time is valuable. The better you get at what you do, the better you get at your craft, the more viewers, retention you get will eventually get you monetized, right? So what you do has value, and YouTube's willing to pay you for it, you know, for your experience that you put into it,
Right.
you know.
You said earlier, or Talbot said you may have none of the bells and whistles or all of the bells and whistles. Like I have a really bad computer, a Walmart mic, but I also have all of the creative studios. I have no clue how to use any of those creative studios, so those $1,000 program means absolutely nothing in my hands.
I have no clue what you mean by
just get out there and get going. Just do it. Don't restrict yourself based off of what you have access to or don't have access to. There's a will, there is a will.
Very true. Like when I first started doing YouTube, I didn't think about my restrictions as restrictions. Like I know I don't have these fancy programs. When I first started doing YouTube and started like spending like crazy hours on graphics and stuff, I'd look at what better people were doing, and I'm like, how do I mimic that at a budget level? And I'm like, let's try to work that. And sometimes that was just too much, but I put it in there because I love the process, love the work. But one thing is, don't get all too consumed in your work if it takes away from your responsibilities in life.
Right.
True. Yeah. Yeah, it's easy to do that too. You can waste your time chasing the algorithm, chasing, these other things and stuff, and forget to take care of yourself. Self-care is super important for sure.
Right. One thing I want to say about that, you said pursuing the algorithm. I think Mr. Beast said it best. Instead, you can easily replace the word algorithm with audience. People. The algorithm works off what people and how people respond to your content. So instead of trying to work the algorithm, try to work with your audience. Try to work with your community. Get your community involved. Because the better and more efficient and the more interactive your community is, the more your algorithm will be working for you.
Yeah.
Because that's how it works. Because it works based on how YouTube sees your content and how people interact with your content.
Yep.
Yeah. So enjoy what you do. Don't forget you're not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy making content. I mean, it's something I started doing and loved it ever since I started. I mean,
oh yeah, and wait till you get to the spot where I keep telling you, like I keep telling people, stop thinking of yourself as content creators and start thinking of yourself as brand managers. Well, when you reach a certain part in your YouTube leveling, like you level up in YouTube basically. That's why they do the goals reached and the milestones, because after so many, you get to a certain point where like they'll tell you, like, right, they told me before I'm monetized, they're like, you're this close to being monetized, keep on doing what you're doing, right? They'll tell you got this much goal, right? Well, there's a point where you'll get to this area in your life in YouTube where you'll start having to think about how you're going to be monetized and what you're going to do when you're monetized. Well, you can't just monetize yourself. Well, you got to start thinking as a brand manager and start managing brand because like right now my next monetization level is because I'm at 500 subscribers. It's not ad revenue, it's memberships and stuff like that. And so you'll have to start thinking, well, if I'm gonna ask people to become members, excuse me, if I'm gonna ask people to become members, what can I offer them? I got to start thinking about brand, how to manage my brand, my image, and keep on doing what I'm doing without fucking up, basically, without losing my identity from the identity I've been working so hard to build. Because it's very weird feeling to be like, well, I can be worth money to people. Like, how do I maintain that? How do I become better at that without changing who I am? you know,
Right.
because hillbilly is all hillbilly, right? But when you start wearing those Oakley glasses, backward hats, and tuxedos, you know, you're no longer a hillbilly.
I think that is important. I think you got to stay true to yourself, but also find a way to make this whole thing work. And it's a journey we're all on. And I think, you know, if we continue to support each other and stuff, it will make it easier for everybody.
Right. And that's why I've been so focused on this community thing, is because I want the community of people to know that I care about them and their thoughts. Like yesterday, I designed that whole new intro, and I went with the community, asked their perspectives, and at first I didn't want to budge with it, but I'm like, well, if X amount of people were saying they don't like it this way, this because of the song. So then I asked my wife, who was like dead against it. I'm like, okay, so let's change it. Let's try to do something for the community. Let's let the community feel like they're participating. Let's give the community the ability to feel like they can make change. Because really, with YouTube, you know, you're working for your audience. Your audience isn't working for you. You know, that's the healthiest way to look at it, because you're there trying to produce entertainment, and that's for your audience. You're trying to give them entertainment value for their 5 minutes, hour long live, so on and so forth. However, whatever video content you're doing, you're trying to provide them entertainment and escape for a bit and keep their ears entertained. You know, their eyes entertained. You know, so
Yeah, so I someone throw in there.
Go
I
ahead.
have a friend, you may or may not remember him, but his name was Troy. He used to play at Jamie's shop a lot. Like he was like he would go to the shop and play limited all the time.
Mhm.
But he started up his YouTube channel, I would say probably like a couple years ago.
Mhm.
And he's been he doesn't play really Magic anymore. I mean, he still plays paper Magic, but he you know he teaches people about coding and stuff like that, and
Mm.
how to like improve your stream. And I'm a good friend of his, but he it's really cool. His stream's actually quite fun to even just sit down and watch, because he has built a bunch of interactions that the people in chat can interact with. So like he has like this thing where Pokemon will just pop up on the screen, right?
Uh-huh.
And then people in chat can type exclamation point catch and try to catch that Pokemon. And then if you catch that Pokemon, you get to put it in one of your 6 slots that you have available, and you build your own Pokemon team, basically.
Wow.
And you earn channel points for watching his stream.
This is a Twitch streamer?
No, he's a YouTuber.
Hmm.
I'll send you his channel. He's really fun to watch, but he has so much interaction with his chat that it's crazy. He just hit partner, I think, last week. He just hit YouTube partner because he hit 500 subscribers. But he has so many interactions with just chat, just automated. Like he has a ping pong ball shooter that you could spend points to have the ping pong ball just shoot him in the head with a ping pong ball. But you have to earn those points, and yeah, it's really cool. I think he's done a really fantastic job as to the entertainment and entertain. Like he wants to get to a point where he doesn't have to, the chat will entertain themselves, because he has all these interactive things. He has like all these memes and stuff that you type in a exclamation point something, and a meme will pop up, like Titanic, for example. He has that, like his image will go to black and white, and then it plays that really like bad flute playing of Titanic song or whatever. It's really funny. But he has just all these cool little things that you could interact with, and I thought that was really, really clever. Like that's such a cool thing to do.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking about too, about sharing people's resources, or even resources as far as other people to maybe engage with, or go watch or see or learn what they're doing.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. I enjoy, like I said, I enjoy watching his streams, because it's just cool to see like his chat interacting with what's happening in his stream. And he does I think one of the big things that a lot of people really enjoy, it's not my cup of tea to be honest, but he plays Beat Saber VR and whatnot.
Beat Saber's fun.
And he has what is it, he has like song requests active when he's doing it, so people can spend their points to request a song and he plays their song and whatnot. But
so
really
he's
cool.
like he's a hardcore streamer then. Like he streams.
Yes. Oh, he is. He's pushing like all in. Like I mean, it's his side project, but because I think of all the interaction and all the like the community he's building, I think he's gonna be successful in the long run because he's really he's got some really good content for sure.
All right. No, that's pretty cool. The fact that he has all the interaction on YouTube is interesting because I see that more on Twitch or YouTube.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I will. And it's funny because probably when you see one of his streams, you'll know who he is because I'm pretty sure you've met him well enough many times, Derek. Many times.
Well, it's amazing how different people look after years. But yeah. But that's pretty cool though. But like, you know, I like the interaction stuff. Like I do as much interaction as I can at a free level. That's why I got the commands and stuff going on. Like I love the interaction. Like this guy sounds like he's being a programmer. He has a lot to offer in different ways, but I probably in programs I can't afford or participate in. But for those who can definitely learn. Like that Pokemon thing seems really cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's what Caesar just said. But he also like everything he's done on his channel though, like he's done a tutorial on how to do that.
Right.
He's not just, oh look, I can do this. Ha ha ha, you can't. No, he's all about like teaching people, you know, and helping people out. Hey, it's a cat.
Nice.
But yeah, he's awesome, humble individual, family guy.
Yeah, I had to step away. Who is this?
His name is Haunter. I'll post it in the Discord. Post his channel in the Discord.
Okay. Cool.
And he's really, really cool. Very humble. Just a really sweet guy. I've always respected him, and he's a good Magic player too. So
that's the important part. He's a good Magic player.
He's a good Magic player.
Right.
That's true. The only thing that I would say is like I'd hate anybody to think that they had to have that kind of stuff too. You don't need, again, like I said earlier and stuff, you don't need all those bells and whistles. It's great, and eventually I think it's great that you can get to those, and he's willing to share that or help people with that stuff. So that's cool too.
Yeah, he does streams just specifically for that too. He's like, hey, today we're gonna talk about coding. I'm gonna show you guys how to do this thing and how you want, if you want this on your channel, this is what you can do. Like he's really informative, very smart.
That's cool.
Yeah,
nice.
Cute.
Yep.
Yeah, I know we're over time right now, but I don't think we hit the middle mark in talking about. No, we did.
Hold on to that.
There's so much help out there. Oh yeah. Oh
yeah, really quick, because we did miss the halftime mark, but we were so engulfed in good conversation. It's sponsor drop time for cardsutopia.com, where you get sweet dice bags, dice boxes, dice pads. You know, you get jewelry, customized anything. If you talk to the person, Darc, you can get customized anything that she sells for really good prices, very good quality. Check her out, cardsutopia.com.
Cardsutopia.com.
That's right.
Top world.
Yeah.
Well, I've been listening to everything you guys do, and you guys are light years above my level, you know. But I think it's pretty cool. I mean, I think you all have your own stream, right? And it's hard for me to find your stream because one thing I don't remember your names. Sorry about that. I'm just old. But it's very interesting. I enjoyed while I was away. I enjoyed it. So it's very good. So Salmonella, you're starting to stream tomorrow?
I think it's Wednesday, but I might have to change the date due to some of the people that I would like to frequent it have other obligations those days. So that might become a changeable thing. My schedule is not set yet, so it's not in stone.
Okay. So what's your stream going to be about?
Currently, we're playing games. Just I'm just smashing face, playing some Commander.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Currently, I will expand further out, but that's just the way I wanted to start.
That's
playing
right.
games anyways. Might as well stream them.
Yeah. Might as well.
Just real quick, I posted the Troy's channel in the general Discord page.
All right. Not the self-promotion part, but there you go. The general. Okay. I remember
One
that.
thing, one thing I like about being a streamer, there's always help out there. It can be found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can be found when you least expect it.
It's very true. There's so many free resources, so many ways to find help and how to do DIY tutorials and how to put your streams together that there's no excuse for you to not put together your own stream. Like this program I'm using, I pay like a small amount of money a month for. You can use for free for 25 hours. There's a link in the description below if you want to sign up. Yes, it's free streaming tools. There's OBS is free. OBS is one of the best streaming tools that's free to use, unlimited streaming hours. Then you got Inkscape, you got Photoshop, you free video editing software. Like if you want to, and you want to go old school, you can get the original Windows Movie Maker from a long time ago and edit with that. There's so many different ways to stream or put together a video to put up content, even with your phone. That it's worth it. Like there's no excuse if you're feeling motivated to start streaming, start putting up together a channel, start building up that community. There's no excuse. There's even resources on teaching you how to build your YouTube channel, how to maintain your YouTube channels, different resources, how to design thumbnails, different resources on how to brand manage yourself. I mean, it's all out there for free. The only thing it would cost you is time and effort. Time and effort.
Yeah.
But warning, you got to look as good as Coogie do down there to get into the access.
That rules me out.
Rules you out. Yeah. Yep. It's it's hard. It's hard to stand this way. Very hard.
Takes a lot of work to look that good.
Yeah,
it does.
It used to be a funny joke saying that. Now it literally has come to that point where it's a lot of hard work to look that good.
Yeah, it looked that good. That's right.
That's right. Yeah. That's where the handsomeness comes in. I'm just here for the younger sports model. You're what the future looks like for me, and I'm what the past looks like to you.
Yeah, this is what Super Pass is going to look like 20 years in the future.
Yeah,
this is what Super Pass is going to look like when it gets super slow.
Super slow turtles. Yeah. You're right. I mean, if someone wants to stream and they don't know how, there has to be a lot of information on YouTube and the internet on how to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And
hey, Coogie, dude.
I got all I have is a laptop. I have a desktop and a camera, and that's it. But you can do it with that. I'm pretty darn sure.
Absolutely, and you
You
can
know,
take it as far as you want to, too. That's something else to keep in mind.
you
Is
know,
you can
but
go as
then
far as you want with this.
I don't, you know, I'm not sure what topic I want to do because right now I feel like an outsider from you guys. I know you're welcoming me open arms, but you know, I feel like I don't belong because I'm not where you guys are at. So it's really strange to me.
Well,
You
it
know,
is strange.
I want to be part of the part of the team, but I don't feel like I'm part of the team because I don't have knowledge about what you guys are even talking about.
Were you kidding? Like, I know it's a bit strange to be here because your expertise in magic's not really existent, but it's
Right.
that. But it's exactly that we love having you on stream. Is that you ask the questions that we wouldn't think of thinking about because you're the one who's outside looking in, kind of, to the game, right?
And
Your
Yep.
lack of knowledge brings the perfect kind of questions.
absolutely, and I
It
was going
really
to say
does.
Yeah.
part of it, you could be documenting your journey is to learning this stuff. You know, you can think
Yeah.
of where you're starting at, and anything you learn, you know what I mean. You could document that, and that could be part of the journey if you wanted, or you could do a stream on something else entirely. But we're still going to support you.
Yep. And another thing, what you bring to this channel is something that we cannot bring to the channel.
That's right.
Yep.
Ella can't bring it to the channel. I can't bring it to the channel. Neither can Superfast Tortoise, Tibot's Apprentice, or Stasis Orb. What you bring to the channel, I'll tell you what you bring to the channel. You bring the outside look. I mean, the outside value to the channel that we cannot provide.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not
I
one
guess.
For you
100%.
are very valuable to Superfast Tortoise's channel.
Yeah.
Well, think about this, Dad. Think about this. Somebody who doesn't know about magic clicks on my channel, starts watching a video. They don't know what to ask, but you ask the perfect question because you're on their level. You bring in that level of expertise to the person who wants to know the same kind of question. I mean, look at your response to Ella not spending $80 on 2 packs. You know,
Yeah.
like, ooh, that's a lot of money, of course. But for us more esteemed Magic players, we're like, well, that's kind of expected. It's a collector's pack. But for you, you're like, damn, dude, I think I just felt my wallet hit the floor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's right. Well, thank you guys. I mean, it makes me feel better. You know, I just enjoy hanging out with you guys. I mean, that's the main thing.
Right?
I think we enjoy it more than you do.
You know,
But
so thank you.
and we consider, I'm going to talk for everybody. We consider you a very important part of this channel.
Oh well, that's
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we're, you know, not just you, but everybody, all of us together. And I know sometimes, you know, more time, you know, I'm not here every single show, but I appreciate everybody being on this channel. And we're all part of it. We get to be part of this community. I mean, this is a really cool thing. You know, I appreciate it. I appreciate that I'm able to join the channel. I have something I get to say I'm part of. You know, so I
Right.
can tell you like, hey, I'm part of this really cool show in the mornings with these
Mhm.
really cool people. And you know, it's just a cool thing. I enjoy being here as well, and you guys
yeah.
all appreciate every one of you.
Oh yeah, I really love it. I mean, I just soak in what you're telling me. You know, telling the community, not just me, but I soak it in. I remember, you know, and I'm trying how it can fit in. And so last night I tried to sign into Wizards again, and I took Derek's advice, and it still wouldn't let me. Still wouldn't let me retrieve my password. So I don't know if I have to re-register. And
Well, it sounds like you just like whatever password you had in there before might not be different. Might be different from what you're thinking or something. So, like if it's telling you you need to redo your password, just go through the steps of redoing your password and have them send a link to your email. When you know, reset your password.
yeah, it reset to my email. I followed the directions, and it said put in new password. And all the instructions is you got to have lowercase and uppercase. It has to be 8 characters long, which I did, and still I had no success. So I don't know if I gotta delete the app and then reinstall it and start new, if it will let me.
Sounds like Wizards not making it easy for you.
Yeah, they're not.
So maybe it's time to start buying $80 packs.
Oh yes.
I hate to interject real quick, but I got to bounce out of here, guys. It's been great talking to you. I could do this all day long, but thank you, and I look forward to talking to all you guys.
All right. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm on that boat too. I got to get ready for work. So
we're about ready to close anyway. So
yeah,
good. We're gonna close out now. So thank you everybody for joining today. Thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for checking us out while we had a blast. We went way over time, which is fine. Have a good night. Have a good day. Have a good morning, whatever time of day it is for you. And
Shockwave! What is your command, Megatron? Subscribe for Magic the Gathering and other content for Evil 5.